your skull as a bull, who never will sell their souls, who is stoking the coals of hell, cannot be controlled. Who goes out on the grassy knoll for anything strong? The world-famous Comedy Store does not endorse nor condone the words of we three trolls, but why would they? They're a bunch of conformists. We three trolls! We three trolls! We three trolls! We three trolls!
I mean, the audience can't see this, but I wish they could because it looks like we're shooting a Sheryl Crow video in here.
Yeah.
It looks cool as fuck.
I feel like
dude.
an Instagram model.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Or a cam whore. I feel like a cam whore, actually.
Same thing, right?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, because a lot of the Instagram models think they're too good to watch me jack off. To which I say, I don't think so,
Yeah.
young lady.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, I'm Joseph. That's what. Who are you?
I'm Cid Williams. Hello.
Sick. Nice
Hi.
to see you,
I'm happy to
Sid.
be here.
Sick.
Yeah.
Our friend Rozafa booked you and then said,
yeah. Do you guys even know me?
no, I
Yeah,
think we've
I
met
don't
like
think so.
twice.
Yeah, we've met a few
Yeah,
times.
I've met
It's
you
always
before
been
over
like
at Comedy Chow
Comedy
when it
Chow.
was at the Hooters.
At the
At the
Sycamore,
Hooters,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've been to a few different places.
Yeah.
Never Sycamore.
Never the Sycamore?
No,
are you
we've all
sure?
done shows there, but we haven't done a show there.
Okay, I
You know what I
gotcha.
mean? We've all been on shows, but we haven't produced a show there. But we were at Hooters for like 2 years, and then Cabo Wabo Cantina,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Cabo Wabo.
which were the dark ages.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, what happened there? What happened
It's
there?
just like Van Halen, dude.
Yeah.
Hagar ruins everything.
Yeah, I
dude.
think it's the Hagar curse. Yeah, we were just there for almost a year, and then we just moved to Dave & Buster's Hollywood. So now we have a weekly show
Oh, nice.
at Dave & Buster's.
Dave
yeah.
and Buster's.
It's kind of hard to compete with those games and all that stuff, but it's a fun time. It's better than
I
Hooters.
think it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I
great.
love Dave and Buster's.
So do I.
Where a kid can be a kid, and but also be drunk.
Yeah,
Where a drunk can be a kid.
for $19.
Yeah.
They have a crazy happy hour.
They have food
Oh,
there
is that
too,
true?
right?
Yeah, they have food, and all the cooks wear like chef outfits, so it's like
Oh,
fancy
hell
food.
yeah. Oh, it's good food.
and then
Dave and Buster's.
Do you is
The
your
happy
show
hour's
like
like-
at the happy hour time or is it right
so
after? You
happy
get the lead
hour
in?
is like I think it's weekdays from 10 to close, and our show is Wednesdays from 9 to 11. So when our show lets out, people go and they just get hammered, which is like half off cocktails. so you
fuck
can get like
yeah.
you can get like a shot of Patron for like $5.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
I'm a baller on a
In
budget.
Like a Jack and
In
Coke.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's probably the best one like in Hollywood, honestly. So that works out.
Yeah, dude.
And
that's
we just
not
get
bad.
shit faced after every show. It's great.
That's
oh,
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, like
That
we're about
sounds
to do
like
here
fun.
once Rose gets here with,
Yeah.
with that bottle of rum.
We're definitely getting shit faced.
Yeah,
I guarantee that.
I'm down. I gotta host that show tonight, I think. So I'm
Oh,
down to.
hell yeah.
I'm down to
But you can
black out.
You're in walking distance of it, kind of.
No,
could put-
but
yeah.
You're definitely in
Stumbling
Ubering
distance.
distance.
yeah, I'm Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
can-
yeah,
We're just making sure you're gonna get drunk. All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah. I'm down.
Well, how long was it from when you started that show then? All the way back at Hooters. It's gotta be a couple years, right?
I started there
least.
like 3.5 years ago,
Okay.
and then Stephen Holloman was there like for like a year before that.
Yeah, he was there from the beginning.
Yeah, he was just working there. I think he was just,
No, no,
waiting
Maybe
for
not
us.
even working, just
I
hanging
think-
out,
Yeah.
talking to the girls.
Yeah,
you know?
drinking,
He
creeping.
might have
Yeah,
ran an open mic type situation in there, but
yeah, he was.
it was cool. It was like in an attic.
Mhm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hooters has a second floor. The Hooters of
Mhm.
Hollywood has a second floor, and they don't use it. So, started a comedy show there.
And if you guys were wondering, are the girls as hot at the Hooters in Hollywood as they are everywhere else, or hotter because they're Hollywood trash? No.
They're just the same.
Yeah, they're
The
just
caliber is
yeah,
just the
hot,
same.
like a hot hillbilly. I
I like
Mm.
that
I
though.
was
What's
thinking-
wrong with hot hillbilly?
Another one with that. That's what my sister is. That's how we have a child together. I'm from the South. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
hillbilly.
What part?
I'm from Slidell, Louisiana.
Okay, I'm from Texas, but
Oh,
I didn't
sick.
come out like you.
No,
No.
I'm deep
Yeah,
in the South.
yeah. I don't have a kid with my sister. Yeah,
Not yet.
yeah, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Christmas
you
is
know?
coming.
I mean, that's a surprise for the whole family.
Yeah.
The family reunion's gonna be a union. Me and my lucky cousins.
Santa Claus is not the only thing that's coming.
Oh, hey, I know what I wanted to say.
Me too, and my sister.
Hashtag me too, my sister. I know what I wanted to say. Do you know what's weird about pornography nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Women in porn are actually hot. Like when we were young and we had to get porno videos, you got like a cracked beauty in porn. She'd be like kind of hot, but there'd be something wrong with her where you're like, okay, she could never do normal modeling. She needs to be fucking guys. Dude, now it's like tens. Now it is Instagram models doing porn. It's insane.
There's many beautiful ones out there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right. I think that's wrong. I think
what should they be doing?
Yeah,
Getting shit on in Dubai?
Yeah. Well, far away
I'm sure they're doing that too.
Yes, they are.
You know, it's a good advertisement if you're a whore to be fucking on camera, don't you think?
No, these porn stars make no money, but that is exactly why they do it, because then you can be like a stripper, like what do they call it, like a headlining stripper, okay?
Oh man, there's hosts and features and stripping too.
Dude, like
open micers.
There's
people at Hooters stripping.
Yes.
Open mic. And it's open mic pussy night.
Yeah,
holy
dude.
shit.
Yeah, it's just like that, dude. It sucks.
Oh man.
Yeah, I saw
Hierarchy.
that. I saw on Twitter that Mia Khalifa made $12,000 her whole career.
I actually do believe that, because they'd only make a few $100s per shoot. Again, if you want to make the real money, then you become a hooker and put like your porn pics on Backpage. But
I would. The move is just to start your own website or Snapchat. Like that's Mia Khalifa's own fault. It sounds like she's bad at
there's a
business.
lot of girls who just do like fetish shit for that's like real low level stuff, but they have like personal.
You can make a living. You're not making $12,000 over a whole career. You know, you can make a living off 1,000 true fans.
About that, there's no way, because she's been in a lot of fucking videos.
Well, I mean, you think she can count? I don't know. We know a lot about her.
If I've seen a video that she's
I don't know what her math skills
it's
are.
just common. Like, I don't look at a lot of mainstream pornography. So if I know who you are, like, you're very fucking popular, dude.
Yeah, but maybe someone just told her that she made $12,000, and she was like,
her
okay,
manager.
I guess so.
Her pimp took 80%.
Her rich manager's like, I only have $12,000 for you. I'm sorry, I don't know where it all went. He drives off in a
This
Ferrari.
is a standard 10% fee.
When you're in the Backstreet Boys or something, that did happen to them, where it'd be like, okay, so we got you a bonus this year. Everyone got a car. And you're like, what? We made like $50 million this year. No. Lou Pearlman made $50 million.
Right.
You guys made a new car, a bonus.
A Honda Accord.
None of those NSYNC guys made money except JT, because he left and started writing and producing and stuff.
Did that dude fuck any of those dudes?
Yes, I would guarantee Lou Pearlman fucked all of them. So think about this for a second. It's the same with porn. This shit's already degrading as hell, all right? Dancing and singing, this is degrading as hell. And you have to fuck a fat old guy to get into the position to then get ripped off for your entire career. This is why you see like JC Chazé hosting the karaoke game show on MTV, because what the fuck, dude? You were the second banana in NSYNC. Yeah. You have no music career? No way. They own those fuckers. That's why it's crucial that we own We Three Trolls. Now, the fact that
the new Backstreet Boys.
We are not for sale except for anyone who has money.
Yeah. Well, I had to fuck that guy in that room. I don't know about you guys, but he made me fuck him.
Yeah.
Dude, he didn't even tell us.
We don't even ask for people to fuck us. We farm that out to others.
Yeah.
You deal with that.
There's a third party gangbang that has to be done. We have independent
we do contract work for our casting calls.
It's a casting table.
But I was going to say, it's going to be a lot easier to wrestle control of this away from Rozafa, because she just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna steal the money from her, and she won't even know there was money.
She won't show up to the bank meeting or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this thing. It's at the Goo Goo Dolls. Do you guys know the Goo Goo Dolls?
Hell
that band?
I don't particularly know them. What was their hit, or what are their hits?
Why don't you slide? They had two hits. They had another one too.
They were big in the '90s, like alternative. But I saw this YouTube video, and it said when they were like at their peak, like touring and like playing in front of like tens of thousands of people, they were all like waiting tables still.
Oh, I believe
because their record label just fucked them.
Yeah,
that sucks. They only broke out of like their day jobs when they were like 40 or 35 or something.
Yeah, and those dudes actually were in a pretty cool, like the Goo Goo Dolls were a punk rock band in the '80s. They were kind of like the Replacements, and then the '90s they turned into basically like what's that band called? Coldplay or something?
Green Day?
No, Green Day is way more punk rock than Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, Goo Goo Dolls got
Like,
really sappy.
Yeah.
They seem very sappy. Like a lot of that's my girlfriend's favorite band.
Oh,
really...
that's got to be every girlfriend's favorite band. The Goo Goo Dolls and the Wallflowers.
Yeah.
One headlight.
Yeah.
You know, if my dad was Bob Dylan, I'd
shit,
work harder on my lyrics than that. I feel like my dad's
It is
known
so
for
fucking
his lyrics.
pathetic.
I'd be like, Dad,
What
could
is
you take
that
a look at my
song?
lyrics?
Good
Dude,
Lord.
Actual lyrics. Me and Cinderella, we can hold it together. Fuck you. Your dad wrote songs that got people to go out and protest and do stuff.
Who's this?
The Wallflowers. Do you remember them?
No.
Oh, Jacob Dylan. That was Bob Dylan's son. He only had one hit, one headlight.
Bob Zimmerman's son.
Bob Zimmerman's son. Son of the heir of a movie theater fortune. Bob Zimmerman. You know what I was just thinking about?
Yeah, that's so odd.
By the way, we can edit stuff out. So if you say something you don't want people to know, this is part I might edit out. I was thinking, if you've had more than one, if you've had 2 abortions, you've killed more people than Charles Manson.
Ooh.
Put that in your head before you go to sleep tonight. You are a bigger monster than Charles Manson. Anyway.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
He only killed one guy. I always think it's.
Well, what about the baby that got killed who was in?
Again, he didn't do the killing.
That was Tex.
See,
Tex
so
did
I don't
that
understand.
or something.
Why is it that when our president sends people off to murder strangers, they're a hero, but when Charles Manson does it, he's a bad person?
You're right. Both heroes.
Yes. Well, why not? I paint them with the same brush, dude.
Look, we've all got idols, you know. At least Manson has some catchy tunes. George Bush can't sing a lick. You know, or maybe he can. I don't know.
He can paint apples and shit.
That's
He's
true.
a great painter.
Sort of.
Do you like his shit?
Oh, I love it. And in fact, I love the.
It's very charming.
It's ironic because he almost always only paints portraits of vets from the wars he started. So he's painting all these like crippled people, and they're like, they wouldn't be crippled if you hadn't done the stuff you did.
Well, that must just show you that his decisions haunt him, terrifyingly.
Keen sense of irony.
You think so?
I think he's a.
You think he's just laughing on the inside the whole time?
Absolutely, he is. First of all, look at his wife. Do you guys ever think about this? Look at Barbara Bush, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They're men in drag. I'm telling you, they are.
Well,
They
the
look
other
like
Barbara Bush was,
what was her name? Laura Bush.
Yeah, Laura Bush.
A little suspect.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I never saw pictures of her when she was younger or anything.
When she was a boy.
I mean, every every woman over 50 just like becomes a man.
They look like Frankenstein's monster, dude. They have that same posture. The way they carry themselves. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everyone, we all start looking in this window over here because we thought someone came in.
I thought there was something going on.
Yeah.
I thought it was the bottle of rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that at?
What do we have? Oh, nothing. Oh.
Wait a second. She wrote something.
She responded.
Oh yeah. No, she's asking if you were here. Well, no, we've been interviewing for 20 minutes now, actually.
Is Cid there? What time? 6:30. Is Cid there yet? It's half an hour later.
Dude, it's funny because
thanks, Rose. Thanks for having me, Rose.
I'm looking at the comments for our YouTube, and they always say shit like, "Why don't you interview the guests longer?"
I know.
Yeah.
Why is the show so short?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
that's true.
We got to work with.
Is there any
pretty
format or
funny.
tactic that you guys go for? You just talk shit and.
We used to have stories, and we might do some games today.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I love
some.
games.
But typically,
I feel like you guys save the questions for like when you're like, oh, we got to go. All right, so where are you from?
That is
I saw you
exactly
guys do
how,
that a
like,
few
sometimes
times.
it
Yeah.
ends.
That's a good move.
It's like,
yeah, interview last. Yeah.
Because it's weird because you get rolling sometimes, but it takes a bit to get rolling and feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you don't know exactly where the conversation should go.
I don't like to ask questions. I feel awkward.
Yeah.
Especially if it's people we know. It's like, what?
Yeah. And what do you actually care about that person? You know, like what kind of questions
I don't know.
would you ask a person?
I don't know. Well,
I usually have a ridiculous question in the bag to ask, you know, like when Brian Moses was on here, I asked him if he thought Emmett Till was a suicide or not.
Who's Emmett Till?
He was some dude who was lynched and tortured.
Definitely not a suicide. Some dude. He was like 12, dude.
Yeah,
His
because
Wikipedia
a
is
white
tragic.
woman said that it happened. that he
then
looked at her and
he was
whistled at
And
her.
a long
So
time
people
later,
tortured
she
him.
said it didn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
and
long after it mattered.
It's like this famous case, you know.
That's
a
great interview question.
Right.
To just drop on somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to think of something like that.
That's
what
cool.
are questions we've asked people? I don't even know. I don't know.
Mm.
I never
asked-
wrote questions down. It would usually just be like, because it's people we know, so we're naturally just talking to them about stuff we normally talk about.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking know.
Mm.
That one with Taylor, that was funny, though, because, like, you were talking about Taylor.
Yeah.
Because we had discussed the possibility of asking him questions beforehand with him, and I think he just said no. I do know.
He straight said no?
Yeah.
You were like, can we ask you questions? And he was like, no.
He just wasn't interested. So at first I was thinking, well, maybe we'll try to just slip some in.
Mhm.
Like, nah, we'll just let him talk when he feels like it.
Yeah.
But
Why was he so adverse to questions? He doesn't seem that mysterious.
It's just
or
kind of
anything,
pretentious,
or-
I think. I know that when he,
He's a very pretentious guy.
Yeah,
he
well-
paints, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretentious.
but also the idea of asking questions is pretentious.
Mm.
So
Right.
like at some point, Rozafa asked me if I wanted to talk to Taylor about painting.
Yeah,
I said no.
You paint?
Yeah,
Mm.
but that's like private stuff that me and Taylor talk about.
It's intimate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not something I would want to talk about on the mic.
Mm.
It's not for the listeners to hear.
Weird.
And I don't think they care either.
It's weird that of all the
They
things you say,
might.
you don't want them to hear about that.
But
It's
that-
almost like not
but he
horrible
was
enough
com-
for
he
people
was-
to listen to.
He was exactly, actually.
Yeah.
But he was
It's too
completely
nice.
in agreement about it because he
Mm.
texted me the next day. He's like, "Thank you for not asking me about painting. It would have been boring, or not boring, but."
Well, he's also like really like humble and shit. Seems like that. So he wouldn't want
You
to talk
know
about
a different
himself too
Taylor
much.
than we know.
Do you? I've been blackout drunk with Taylor a few times. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, that is a Taylor.
But he's
way.
always
Yeah.
pretty. He's always pretty modest until he's not, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blackout drunk. What's that like? I don't think I've ever gotten blackout drunk.
Really?
Yeah, and
For
I've-
sure.
I've never. You see me?
Are you
get
trolling
blackout
right now?
drunk?
Well,
no,
I
for real.
Do you not drink?
I
You
mean,
do drink.
I do drink.
I've seen you super drunk before, and then been like, you know, don't you remember how fucking crazy this shit was going on, or whatever? I don't know, like at a mic or something. And you're like, oh, I don't even remember that.
Well, that probably wasn't paying attention. that
Maybe,
was
I don't
drunk.
know.
But I mean,
Well,
I can
yeah.
drive cars. I remember stuff later. I've never like woken up and like was like, who is this person? And where am I? I fucked some.
Well,
stranger.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
I've
gotten
never done
blackout
that either.
drunk.
You should try it.
But I've definitely gotten home and been like, how did that
get home?
happen? You know?
No, I
Yeah.
mean while it's happening, I know it's like there's this scene in this TV show called True Detective where the guy is having flashbacks and he's
Mhm.
seeing all these like blurry visions. I was like, that's what it's like when I drive home drunk.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing it and thinking
Close
it looked
enough.
cool.
Close
I
enough.
was like, this looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Man, I hope I don't die.
Yeah.
Man, I hope
That's
I don't
pretty
drive
close.
into the vortex.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been blackout drunk. I don't like to drink and drive. I don't mean to joke about it. If I ever do get too drunk, I take a little nap in my car.
Mm.
But that's been I haven't been drunk in a long time.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
me neither.
See,
Not
that's
while out.
Well, that's the thing.
And with my car or something.
I can't get to blackout. I don't think because I always reach a point where it's like this is too much. I can't
Mm.
have any more. I'm gonna throw up or something. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
the
Taylor
po-
doesn't get
the
to
the,
that
mo-
point.
the most common way to get blackout drunk is that you don't necessarily get to time it out or get to check yourself because you're just
Right.
drinking so much and then it just
It
It hits you
up.
all
just
of a
happens.
sudden.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're home and you're like,
And
I
you're
guess
like,
I drove.
man.
Mhm.
Yeah, not me, but other people.
Yeah. Hey, listeners, don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
drink and drive. I think that's so disrespectful.
When you
Mhm.
go to
other
Comedy
people.
Chow and then you go and hang out, you get an
telling you.
Uber like a responsible person.
Nah, dude, you go to sleep in your back seat. You wake up at like 4 in the morning. You're like, oh, wait a second, I gotta get home. I'm okay.
Street
can
cleaning's
do that
here.
too.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Tequila.
shit.
It's Sunday,
Yeah.
dude.
Hello.
Hey.
You thought it was Sunday.
Yeah, my cousin came into town and everything went wrong.
Welcome.
Not wrong, right? I should say.
Mm-hmm. Party time.
Sid, oh my
Hi.
God.
I know your cousin's party because I made a post one time about drinking and working out, and she was like, "Let's do it next time I'm out there." I was
know,
like,
right? She's
"Okay."
psychotic. No, she came in and for some reason in my head I thought it was Sunday. I'm like, it's not fucking Sunday at all here.
So yesterday
Shit.
was like Saturday to you?
I don't know.
Every day is Saturday for
Yeah.
Rozafa.
I don't even know what in my brain what happened. And then I was asking people to cover my shift tonight. I was like, can you please work?
Oh, hilarious!
I didn't even. And then all of a sudden I'm in the shower and it hit me. I was like, as soon as that cold water hit me, I was like, oh yeah, I got something to do. I think.
See, Rose has been blackout drunk before.
It
Yeah.
sounds like
For
she
sure,
was
yeah.
that way
Yeah.
recently.
yeah, until 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I was in a pool.
Cold
just
and I
came
was
too.
Like, it's the weekend, right? It's like Sunday, right? And
She
I'm
woke
like,
up in the
"No,
bottom of an empty pool.
It's not. Do you guys like tequila? Because that's what
Love
I got.
it.
Let's do
I
it.
just took it from the.
Yummy.
Yeah.
It's got the pour thing on it.
I'll put it on the comic tab.
Oh, it's spilling too.
That's a cow looking off the table.
Mark's like, hey, I thought you asked me to work for you tonight. I'm like, I did.
Did
and
I?
I realized it was Wednesday.
But you work tonight
I had
anyway,
to be
don't
here
you?
Anyway.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
fuck,
Oh.
dude. Like, that's what I thought. So you guys aren't podcasting? I was like, no, they're down there.
Yeah.
I'm just retarded.
Hilarious.
I know. Yeah, I was really trying to get out of it. So what do you guys talk about? You guys want to repeat everything?
Abortions.
Yeah, we did actually talk about
you
abortion.
blacking out
Okay.
drunk.
Okay.
Some
Yeah,
black
what's
kid
it
that
feel
killed
like to-
himself.
Yeah.
I
Emmett
actually
Till.
wasn't
Some
black.
Emmett Till
some
killed
black
himself.
kid.
She didn't know who it was either.
I didn't know who Emmett Till
I
was.
didn't-
75% of our listeners did not know, but all
I
our
checked
black
out after
listeners
like
did.
the 15th black person to get killed. I checked out after that.
Well, that's also an old
Well, this is a
one.
classic.
Oh, it's an old
you
one.
know?
That's like a
He was
history
probably
one.
number
Yeah.
16. That's why I missed
Like-
it.
This is OG.
Yeah, this is like,
He's an OG of getting lynched.
yeah.
That's terrible.
It was a pretty bad one. It was like where the old lady lied about him. Did they already go through this? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
I felt like such a piece of shit for not knowing it. And then I looked at him like, I feel like I did know this, but
you were definitely taught it in school, but I mean,
I don't think our school taught
Maybe.
us this.
they
to be
taught
quite
us it,
honest.
and I came from the South where we do the lynchings.
Yeah, I think
maybe they
because
were
I was
just
from
reminding
It was
us
it was
our
a different.
heritage.
It was presented
Yeah.
differently, a little more nostalgically or something.
I dated a girl, and in her hometown in Texas, in the town square, they still had their like lynching tree, and it was like the tree,
Sick.
Are you
and they left it
serious?
up
The
till
hanging
like
tree.
today. It's still there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have like a
I
plaque
guess
there or
it's
something.
history.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm gonna kill myself there.
I mean,
Give
I
one
would want
back
to look
to the
at it.
fucking
like a
black.
guillotine is one thing, but like
That's
if
hilarious.
you leave a guillotine up, it's one thing. But if you leave if the guillotine was just for like Jews, it's like, well, maybe we should take it down.
Yeah,
Or,
maybe
like
we
black
should take it
people, take
down.
it down. Concentration
Yeah.
camp, that's different. That's more
Well,
like a
they did.
museum.
People got lynched. White people got lynched for. I mean, just people got lynched.
Yeah, yeah, but not in this town.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
that
I
was the
wish
place
they
to
got
do
lynched in
it.
this town. Like, what if you just had a bad performance?
Mhm.
Like, as an actor,
Yes.
and you just take them, drag them,
Yeah.
drag them in your Porsche Turbo.
It's supposed to feel.
An LA lynching.
Yeah,
LA
some
lynching,
some
dude.
LA
Armenian in a
lynching.
Lamborghini
LA lynching.
takes you down
You're my
Sunset.
lynching.
And
They
yeah,
tumble down the Hollywood Hills.
Should we
Is this
cheers?
one gulp or is this
Nah.
are we sipping?
I feel
Okay.
like this is, a
We
say
sipper.
whatever.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna try not to puke.
hmm
Yeah, it was a weird day. I had to unpack from camping, which camping was last week, and then I cleaned. I woke up at 7, so I've just been cleaning and like pretending like I haven't been an animal for the last few days,
hmm
so my cousin can come stay with me for a week.
Mhm.
And then as soon as she gets here, I was like, you hungry? She's like, nah. I was like, you feel like drinking? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like 10 a.m. We're like in the pool. We're like, yeah, this is the live. And then my brain
Hollywood.
was, it's Sunday. It's
Mm.
definitely Sunday. Even though I've never worked a job where I've worked, like, been off on a Sunday. But I'm, okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
So you're
I'm done
drinking
making-
since 10 a.m. today?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Not
still in
yet.
town or she's gone?
She's here for a week.
Oh.
I was gonna say, you didn't bring her with you. Is she outside? Is she upstairs drinking by herself?
No, she'll be here in like an hour. You'll meet her.
nice.
Yeah.
She didn't make-
But
she
Wove's
getting
met her.
dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's cool.
Yeah, totally. Fuck, dude. So did you get that?
Well, you made it.
Did you get a pair of tits for that girl?
Yeah.
I was laughing about that
What
joke for
happened?
like till today.
That's so
Like, I
funny.
love-
I
that
was,
was
trying
like-
to repeat that. What'd you say?
That was the
about-
best part of the whole night. Like we
Uh.
raised thousands of dollars for this girl that had cystic fibrosis, and it was
Yeah.
a magical night. And I had some
But for
big
lungs,
comedians.
right? For
Mhm.
her pair of lungs.
Mhm, yeah, so she needed like $10,000 to qualify to get the lung transplant or something.
Yeah,
So it was like a magical night. Great comedians, big comedians on the show.
yeah.
There was laughs,
Hinchcliffe
there was
went on there, a
tears.
bunch of-
Hinchcliffe, Punky closed out the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
and she mostly did like a really great speech to the girl and to the family.
Aw.
You know,
Yeah.
like the lesbian Oprah she is. It was
of course she is.
It was
She's
beautiful.
such a lover. Yeah.
It was
Ooh,
beautiful.
Oprah.
Yeah.
And then
Sweetheart.
we partied afterwards, and we came here. And the best part about the whole night was the joke he made
thank
afterward.
you.
That was the best
Thank
part
you.
of the whole night for me. That was
So we get that little girl a set of tits or
Yeah.
what?
yeah. Instead of raising money for her lungs, can we get her a set of tits? I was like,
Well, in this town, I mean, only
Yeah.
one of those is gonna get you any parts, baby.
Yeah.
Come
that's,
on.
that's surgery number 2. For
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
We got another fundraiser. This is a
Yeah.
follow up.
Yeah, follow-up
fund.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I actually saw
There's a
one of my
special
friends
little girl out there.
posted a picture of her getting her shit removed.
Titties?
Her
Lungs.
her fake titties removed.
Mm.
What?
was wrong?
Because I mean, I worked with numerous chicks in Vegas that where the shit popped or their arms started going numb. They started getting weird, started getting all this crazy weight, like because it fucks with your thyroid, all this shit. So she finally stopped. She was just feeling like shit, and they're like, "It's from your fake tits."
Fake tits.
So she removed them. She's totally fine. It's fucking insane. I'm like, I don't know what these girls are doing. It's like an alien thing in your body. Sometimes your body doesn't want to accept it.
Is she really fine though?
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know what she looks
before
like.
and after
My
pics.
buddy. No, she's fine.
Okay, good.
She's good. Oh,
But are the
that's
ass
funny.
implants still okay?
Thank
are
you.
those-
No, I think those are the weirdest ones because
Those are weird.
the titty ones, it's like, unless you're naked, you can't really tell what's going on. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I can tell when they're
Sometimes.
fake. I can tell. 'cause
Depends
you
on
can
the-
tell when you like put them together. Like
Yeah.
your tits are supposed to lay like this.
when you're trying to
They're
come
not
on them.
supposed to go like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that's the weird. They look like rocks. So that's how I could tell.
Yeah.
As a woman, because I know what the fuck this shit.
And you can tell by feeling them.
Yeah, guys,
They
you guys
feel
know.
different.
You can
But
tell by
I
looking.
Fake
at
butts
them
are
for the
weird.
reason
Yeah.
that
Fake
there's
butts are
100%.
weird.
Because it's like you
Because-
can squat to get a better butt. You can't do push-ups to get bigger tits. So it's like just you're gonna get literally like
but-
rubber balloons put in.
Have you tried to get bigger tits with push-ups? Worked for me. Just saying.
I
That's what
it
it
actually
sounds
does
like.
work to
These
like
bad
lift
boys
them
out.
and put them in the better spot. Like your titties will hang better. I feel like if you do more push-ups.
You think so?
Yeah, they definitely do. But with squats, if you don't have the butt muscles
begin with.
The initial mass.
hard.
to begin with,
The
like if
potential.
you have potential, like you got a little bit, it's gonna build up.
You'd have to
But
like
even-
lift.
You have to
get
lift
some-
heavy. Like you have to like be
Squat.
eating like heavy squats. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how we got on this, but yeah, the
Goodbye,
ass thing is
listeners.
weirds me out because the
Just
fucking
have
legs
fun
won't
while we
match the
have you.
butt. That's what freaks me out.
You see that picture of Kim Kardashian at the beach from behind, where it looks like her butt is like
Yeah.
she
No,
looks
I've
like a
seen it.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And another
it's
weird
horrific.
thing is, like,
it's
Yeah,
like
it
it's
really
like a
is.
garbage
Family.
bag.
Yeah, it looks like two
you're
garbage
wearing
bags.
a garbage bag strapped around your fucking waist.
That's what it looks like.
That whole
just
family
like-
though has gotten ribs removed.
Mm.
Like her body didn't look like that before. Like it looks weird. It's like this.
Yeah.
You're not a natural 808. You have naturally beautiful body before you did all that weird shit.
Yeah.
You look great. Now
she took
I'm
that
like,
dick naturally.
yeah, right. And now I'm like, you look kind of weird to me. Like it doesn't look like a normal body, like a body that you would. It's a body that's been molded by plastic surgery,
Yeah.
but to look like it hasn't been.
And then even worse,
Like,
they're
no,
role
no, no, no.
models for. So that's gonna. They're starting a whole plastic
She's
revolution.
a role
probably.
model.
hate it.
ROLL.
It's a rose model.
She's a
What's
fat
up,
bitch. I'm sorry.
dude? Hey, dude.
I hate Kim Kardashian.
Kardashian.
Whatever.
You do that on purpose?
I don't know if
Kardashian.
I did that on purpose or not. We'll see what happens after drink number 3. It might have been intentional.
I don't.
guys
It's not
like-
so much I hate her. I think I hate more people that are very into her and they're like, "Oh my God, she's live. She's alive." I'm like,
Who
"Oh
are
my
those
God."
people? Do
There's
you
a
mean
lot-
people
there's-
beyond just watching the TV show?
My family.
Millions and
Really?
millions of followers that she has. She has like what 20 million followers. It's fucking insane. You're like,
People
how
wanna
in the
be that way?
motherfuck?
For sure.
It's insanity. It really is.
My sister and my mom like them a lot. They watch the show. My mom came out here. She's
You
like,
mean
"Let's
like
go to
they like 'em
Calabasas
as a
and see if
person?
we could."
Yeah,
They like
my
digest
friend
everything
told me
they
that
do.
Too. I told my friend I went to the Barnes and Noble in Calabasas. She lost her mind. That's where Kanye and Kim live.
They don't go to Barnes and Noble.
No, fuck no. There's books there.
Yeah.
I know, they-
Oh, they do that. Maybe they go to the pastry shop.
yeah.
They don't even listen to
Dude,
books. What
let
do
me
you
tell you
think?
Let me tell you about how
They don't even
false
listen to-
Hollywood is. You know who else lives in Calabasas? Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Exactly. It's all meaningless.
Yeah, but
dude.
haven't you paid to see Kathy Griffin multiple times?
3 times.
Well,
I paid to see George Carlin twice, Kathy Griffin thrice.
I
Big
used to like
fan.
I wish you
Kathy.
could
I
tell
love
George
her,
Carlin
dude.
that.
Started going crazy.
George Carlin would love it.
I
I
think
know.
Trump made a lot of people go crazy though. Like I
Trump
like
derangement
Chelsea
syndrome,
Handler
dude.
too, and she started fucking going nuts on social media. I can handle
She went a
everything
little
else she
crazy.
does.
She did go a little crazy.
What's she doing?
Just very like social justice warrior for everything. You know what I mean? Like I think he caused a lot of that. A lot of people to go crazy.
he's kind of the ultimate troll if you think about
He
it.
really
Like, he's
for
getting
sure.
so many
Oh,
people
yeah.
butthurt about everything
He
constantly,
really is.
every
And he loves
day.
it.
He's
He
a
did it on
master.
purpose,
yeah,
too.
he's a
It
master
gives him more
troll. Yeah.
attention, and it's like whatever. For me, like now, like when I see people that I like love, like Chelsea Handler, I'm like, oh my God, she still cracks me up. I love the way she treats people that she works with. Like she's kind of a
Love
piece
that.
of shit.
I'd hate that
But,
if I
like,
worked for her.
You don't work for her, so who fucking gives a shit?
You're gonna treat our minions badly when we have minions?
She treats her people great, but the fact that she acts like she doesn't is really funny, and she does it on camera.
I don't think it's an act.
Yeah, you pay them well and then you treat them like shit.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll fucking.
That's
be
the
like
Ellen method.
Yeah.
Ellen.
I don't think
The
Ellen
famous-
I don't think she pays them well, but she does treat them like shit.
Really? How do you? know
Ellen's
this?
really mean. Dude, one time, listen, I'm gonna flip you guys out, okay? One time I was walking down the street. I was walking down Sunset, right?
That's gone already.
Oh, I got this. I'm on top of this one.
Thanks.
And I was walking by, and I made bedroom eyes with Ellen DeGeneres.
Bedroom eyes.
You know she's not into dick, right?
I know, but I made
She
eye
is.
contact with her, and it was terrifying, dude. It was like a wolf looking in your eyes or something.
Her eyes always look like bloodshot too, don't they?
She seems like
I love
she's
her,
probably
but-
awake all the time. She doesn't want to do the dancing anymore.
You know
Or
what?
maybe she
I don't
stopped doing
blame
it.
her though. Like, wouldn't that suck?
It's bad for your
Like
joints.
that was your thing, and now you gotta fucking go over that.
Being a
table.
nice person.
You gotta go over the table, wide-legged every time. Be
Yeah.
like, that's a wrap. That's
Yeah.
not the show.
Yeah.
Like,
20
it's
years later, you're
fucking
still
meaning,
dancing.
it's
You got to start
meaning,
phoning it in
yeah.
eventually.
How fucking annoying is that? Like,
Yeah.
everybody's moody sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people just might not feel like you could make yourself. But
I wish she would
This is
dance
a
anyways.
somebody
show.
to dance,
But this is
forcing
a
somebody to dance.
show.
How funny is that? Like,
Yeah.
when you're not in the mood and you're dancing, like. The
She should do it
half-ass
anyways, yeah.
Start dance,
Yeah,
like
like
that's
she's-
the funniest
If
shit
she
ever.
doesn't want to dance, she can just do stand up and be her own boss, okay? But she's doing a
Yeah.
talk show.
Yeah.
You got to dance,
She's getting
monkey.
paid dance
You know what I
money.
mean?
That's true.
That's what that's how they get you. They
Yeah.
fucking grab a hold of you like that.
But then that's where you're wrong, because Letterman danced for no one.
Well,
And that's
yeah.
what made him the greatest of all talk show hosts ever.
You know, everybody says they love Letterman so much. I just thought he was such a nerd.
He is a nerd.
I still
He
think
is a nerd.
He's
Like,
the nerd
For
that gets
sure.
revenge on all the hot people. Do you ever
Yeah.
watch videos of watch Letterman interview Madonna? She's dying to fuck him because he's so fucking mean to her constantly, just relentlessly rude to her.
Really?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's the revenge of the fucking nerds, dude, and that's actually what is appealing to.
I never said
people.
Revenge of the Nerds.
That's
I
what
just
I
felt
said.
like I'm like,
But he
oh,
is a
everybody's like,
nerd,
he's so
dude.
great. I'm like, okay, he's asking questions, and like, some of the questions are kind of fucking annoying because I'm like,
Well, yeah,
there's
he
nothing
doesn't
great
care.
about.
He doesn't care about getting to know
That's
them.
what I also
Yeah.
think about that too. There's a lot of people that he probably had on a show that he didn't really fucking care for.
Yeah.
So that's
But
where
he
like,
also had
the
tons
disconnect
of people.
happened for
He
me.
had tons of. This is so much.
It depends the era.
Norm
that you're
Macdonald, he
watching.
had
I
Norm
was gonna say-
Macdonald on
I
there.
was just gonna
Those
say-
guys were like, yeah.
I was just gonna say,
buddy.
Yeah.
he would put on people like Norm Macdonald. He put on Tom Waits, not just playing
Tom
music,
Waits,
but he
love
would
Tom Waits
interview.
on there.
He would interview
Yeah.
Tom Waits for 2 segments. He did have people on that he liked. I want to say that it's not. He
Well,
wasn't
Norm
mean to
Macdonald
everybody.
did his last show.
Dude, he let
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald just roll. He didn't say
Mhm.
anything when Norm Macdonald was on.
Loved
He just
him.
let him do his
Loved
whole
each
thing.
other.
That's beautiful.
He was crying too. Norm Macdonald was.
And that's, you got to keep that in your back pocket,
Oh,
comedians.
man.
Crying. Don't do it all the time.
Hey, he's a
No.
human. He's
Yeah.
he's a lover.
Exactly,
He felt
he's a human.
you know he felt sad. He had a great
Mhm.
time on. He's on there for how long? How long was Letterman on?
20
And he was the
20
first.
some
He
odd
was like
years.
his first like appearance or something like that. Like
First
get on.
appearance, last
Norm was.
appearance.
yeah, or yeah, it was
Letterman
Norm.
was Norm's. Yeah.
Norm
Yeah.
Macdonald is the best.
I love him.
Love Norm.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
He has
I
like I never really watched Letterman. I more so came into late night TV with Conan. Conan was
yeah.
my guy.
Conan, yeah, too.
But there's a clip of Norm Macdonald on Conan, and they were talking about like the Conan, or sorry, Norm Macdonald was on the couch, like he was the first guest, and he'd already scooted over for the second guest. Whoever the second guest on was like something, this board game I was playing, and Norm Macdonald was trolling the whole time, and he was like, "Board game? Is it spelled BORED game?"
Yeah.
It was like
yeah.
so cheesy and Norm. It was perfect.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
he's got a
Yeah.
great dad sense of humor, Norm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like if your dad had a really
He
mean
actually
sense
reminds
of
me
humor.
He really
Dad.
leans into it in a beautiful way.
Mhm.
Personality wise, even the way he looks freaks me out. I'm like, he
Mhm.
looks like my dad.
Mm.
And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he comes in here. I'm like, "Oh, my dad doesn't want to fuck me. That's the only difference."
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He
Fucking
didn't
Norm
want, your
Macdonald.
dad didn't want sloppy seconds from me.
I guess.
I fucked
no.
your dad, so I'm trying to say,
You
not
fuck
you.
my dad,
yeah,
dude?
I fucked your
Aw,
dad.
Don't do that. My poor dad.
You call me dad now. Your dad calls me
I think my dad
daddy.
would just be happy that anybody
Stepdad.
would fuck him. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "Yes, somebody loves me. All my family
Mhm.
just treats me like
Somebody make me
shit.
come, please.
Please, dude.
Can I
please
say
make me
something
come."
weird? This
What?
other, like, okay, this is for the guys, not so much for Rozafa because you can't
All right,
relate
cool.
to this. But listen,
I don't count
listen,
anyway.
fellas, listen, fellas.
I'll take it.
Do you know how infrequently men get compliments from women, I can tell you because it's like once every 2 years. It happened this past week. This woman said I look like a Viking and she likes Vikings. And I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I had to hang up the 976 phone and then call her back later. I don't know. But
Were
point
you
is,
pillaging at the time? You
No,
weren't
but I was like, I definitely do not look
He
like
was
a
stealing
Viking.
homeless people's shit.
I wanted to be like.
He was just raping a woman
I
in
was
the alley.
raping someone. I was raping
I was
someone,
pillaging.
I was not pillaging. I was not pillaging. Just raping.
Just
Only
Okay, that's
raping,
cool,
no
that's
pillaging.
fine.
I was
And
burning
holding-
down a hut.
Holding a hatchet.
I was on shrooms.
I'm telling you, we talk about this for 10 minutes because it never ever fucking happens. So I don't know. Do you guys? Can you tell me the last time a woman complimented you? A strange woman that you don't know, who was trying to be nice.
No, I think people have a problem complimenting anyone in general. That's
But-
something I've noticed. It's
but
just
a
people
guy-
in general
guys will
don't like to
compliment
give
girls.
compliments.
Do you like getting compliments though, or
Yes.
do you feel weird?
I like it, but I hate it.
Yeah.
I
Me
want it
too.
to happen, but I'm like, stop.
It depends what they're
Stop.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. But I want it, and I give people compliments. Like I'll be like, "Hey, those shoes are fucking incredible." I'll tell people.
I do
that.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
I give them more like compliments on their personality, like stuff
I
like
tell them
that
that
they're
you can
good
work
at.
on some things.
No, like you know what I mean? Like
You should
You
read
got
some books.
issues and
Should read some audio.
That's
but
actually
you've got
good.
they're very impressive issues. Like, you need to really work on
Yeah,
those.
You got
Like,
great
amazing.
issues,
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
issues.
You really are like really at rock bottom, aren't you?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's quite impressive.
Oh,
how
I
low you're
rock
I
at.
bottom
wish I
with
hit
you.
rock bottom again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I could just come on top. You
It's
know
a
what
great
I mean?
place.
Yeah. Nowhere else to go except for bottom
Left
or
or right.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
it.
up, but probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, totally. So, do you have any homeless stories, or did you guys already go through this?
I heard you guys tell some on the Lucas episode. I think you went through some, and then you were talking about
We're
when you
the
got
only
punched.
podcast that is addressing the issue
Okay.
besides Dr.
homelessness.
Drew on,
Okay.
Besides
A
Dr.
few-
Drew
AM radio.
getting super
We'll have Dr.
paranoid
Drew
about
here.
us getting diseases, which it'll
You
happen.
should
Mhm.
be, dude. People
And
are
I
getting
kinda-
surprised
If they
you
bite
don't
you,
have
you're
it.
fucked. Yeah.
I
Don't get
kind
bitten.
of hope the
You
plague
become
happens.
homeless if they bite you.
Yeah.
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 Oh
yeah.
God. Oh God.
On a full moon,
Oof. It's
you
gonna
go out
happen.
and you do crack. Yeah, I've seen a guy jerking off on Hollywood Boulevard,
Okay.
out in the open, just beating it like 10 p.m.
Totally
There's still
normal.
people
What was
walking
his
around.
dick like though?
Yeah,
Not
did you
even
get it?
daytime? This
Um,
guy waited until night?
Yeah.
What a gentleman.
Yeah, I know.
I
I know.
Usually my occurrences with that were during the day. Was he
Mm.
smiling while I was doing it?
I've seen. Yeah, he was smiling. His dick
How was
dirty. I don't
Even
really-
His dick was dirty.
I didn't get it.
Ugh.
I
So
didn't.
he was white.
I
You
didn't
could
get
tell.
a. I didn't get a.
What did it taste like? Did it taste dirty?
I didn't get a proper analysis of his dick because I kind of was like and I looked away.
Yeah.
So I've seen that. That's kind of like a christening of being in LA. I think like
Yeah. it's
like
a-
that's when
So
you
you're
know
like
like
a landlord,
here I am.
right?
Yeah.
Have you had to like kick anybody out?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, I'm gonna be homeless now. Has that ever
oh
happened?
no, but I've had homeless people invade my building. So we
Really?
get packages stolen
Wow.
semi frequently.
Okay.
And the tenant.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
a
got a
property
method for
manager
ya.
by the way. Believe
He's
it or
got a
not.
method for you for that.
Oh yeah. What you do is you leave
Traps.
Yeah,
Bear
dummy
traps.
dummy packages out. You can put a bear trap
Dummy
in one.
dummy traps.
Well, I filled up
It's like
a
blue
pad
blue paint explosive.
Yes, you could do that. That's a
awesome.
good idea.
Yeah.
I filled one up with cat shit,
Mm.
and that's how I discovered one of my neighbors stole my mail because she brought it
Oh.
back like a true psychopath.
Mhm.
A true psycho. As if some fucking meth head would walk back 5 miles to our complex to give me my
Yeah.
padded envelope of cat shit.
Yeah.
Now-
They just turned their life around right then and there and just
And
brought it back.
I even a fucking drug addict would know to throw it on the ground immediately and never touch it again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not hold onto it for a few days so you can come back and sneak into the dude's yard and leave it there. So it could be worse. In my neighborhood, the people that live in the neighborhood in homes are worse than the homeless. Because the homeless have sense. They like I put the package back out
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never even sealed it up or took it back inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No homeless people have stolen this in the last 3 weeks.
Hmm.
They're not fucking retarded.
Mm.
They're like, oh, wait a second. The one time I did try to steal something there was cat shit in there. So I just never, ever go back there.
Yeah. That guy just gets cat shit from Amazon. I don't want to steal his packages.
Yeah. I could be ordering it. Maybe I'm...
Yeah, same day delivery on Amazon. Cat shit.
I wanted to say, this is my homeless thing, and then I'll stop, okay? So some artist in my
Are you talking about my fucking boyfriend, dude? I'll kill you right now.
I said an artist.
Boyfriend.
I said
Okay.
He
artist.
didn't say faggot.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
No.
God.
We already did talk
I
about
love
your
you, Taylor.
boyfriend. This dude, S guy, gets more fucking
Yeah. Taylor's the real
attention
star of
on
this show.
fucking show
Yeah.
than
Taylor's the
anyone
real
on
star.
it.
Well, that's good because he doesn't really
That's
talk,
true.
so we need to talk.
Yeah, I
for
watched
him,
his
you know?
episode. He had like 5 sentences the whole
Yeah,
time.
He
best
doesn't really
guest
talk.
ever.
I know, right?
You just shut up over there
Yeah.
while we talk
Stay in your
amongst
corner.
ourselves.
His
Yeah.
mic's unplugged.
He's all dying and stuff. I was like, you're fine. Just
All right, so
grown.
somebody made an art project in my neighborhood. They took a grocery cart and they crocheted colorful rainbow type pictures onto the
On the cart.
It was faggot.
onto the cart, and then they put a couple little signs on the side that said, "We've got 50,000 homeless people in LA, and that's bad." That's fine. That part didn't bother me actually. I was like, "Good, you're expressing yourself. Fine." What they did
And
that
it's just a fact.
yeah, it's true. And by the way, everyone in the neighborhood already knows there's 50,000 fucking bums around because
'Cause they're
we're
there.
in the neighborhood. We see them. They put food in there. They put a big bag full of expired groceries, like bananas, like stuff that needs to not be in the sun.
They're
all
trying to
day.
poison.
Yeah.
I don't know what. No, that's
The
the
homeless
You
people.
wish.
That's the problem, Sid.
Yeah, free food for
They
the homeless.
thought they
Come
were
on
being-
down.
They
Methods
thought
don't
they were
want
being nice.
food.
Rozafa, amen, sister.
They
They
want
never,
drugs.
they never take the food. It's in there. It's
No.
expiring.
They
It's
throw it on the ground.
spoiled.
And a
There's
meth head
buzz.
could eat a banana since they don't need teeth for it. You can just mash it up with your
Mm.
gums.
Yeah, yeah,
and if
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
eating
They
it,
really could. It's a very easy
Yeah.
meal.
So, anyways, now there's a cart on the corner of Sherman Way and Topanga Canyon, which is full of bees. It's full of fucking bees. All right?
Mm.
Bees and moldy fruit.
Well, bees are better for the planet than homeless people.
Mhm.
That's a fact. I was thinking maybe
Amen.
we could get rid of some of these
Amen,
homeless
brother.
fucks when they go in there to reach for the free food. They get stung and die. Hell yeah. We have less bums on the street.
What's that movie with Macaulay Culkin where he gets chased by those bees
Home
and he
Alone.
dies?
Stan.
Oh,
Stan,
my girl.
My girl.
Remember that
Thanks for
movie?
that's the best part of the
I
whole
was
movie.
crying
You
so
did
hard. I
it
was
for
like,
everyone.
no,
Of course
why?
you did.
Why?
Of course you cried for
I
him.
never saw that.
You never
Never
saw that
Sorry.
movie?
man. No,
No.
no childhood.
I
for
just
a while.
remember the ending because they were in the forest and he got stung by bees and
Yes,
he
that's what we
died.
were just
So,
talking
Yeah.
about.
dude, real quick, when my parents owned this condo, when they was still living in Illinois, they bought this condo in Vegas when I lived there, and this fucking bitch wasn't paying rent. She's like total meth head, right? She paid rent for like 6 months. So, fucking, we ended up kicking her out, and they have like the sheriff come over there. She's like, I'm gonna be homeless now, and she already had a cart going and everything. Like, dude,
She's way ahead of the
me-
game.
My mom, like we're
Starter
like,
kit, homeless starter
"Fuck
kit.
you, bitch!" And my mom's like, "Should I feel bad?" I was like, "No, I don't feel bad." Then when we got in the house, it
Yeah,
looked like
should I feel bad?
it looked like they had walked on the walls with their feet. Like I saw footmarks on the walls. I don't know how they got there.
Strong drugs.
Like honestly, it was insane. Like
people,
they
Poltergeist.
ruined everything. I'm like, how would you ruin? It literally looked like cattle lived in there. Like I don't get it. Like it was insane. But yeah,
Disgusting.
fuck them.
maybe
She was
cattle live
Disgusting.
there.
homeless in the middle of the desert, which makes me very happy.
I want to die in
Yeah.
the desert.
Why?
Yeah.
You can make it
I just think
happen.
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I believe in
Go
you.
You
out,
look like
just-
you would
just
take
start
Vision
walking,
Quest, to be
start
quite
walking,
honest. If
yeah.
your beard was a little longer, I'm like,
You
yeah,
mean
dude.
like a Viking might?
Oh yeah, you look like a Viking.
Yeah.
Pillage.
A
Like
sex
if you just put
Viking.
your thumbs up and waited for a ride, I would like to have like a hidden camera just to see what happens. You know, see if somebody pull
See,
over.
you guys
like,
have
"Hey, I
a
need a
very
Vision
like
Quest."
skewed version of what I am like in the world. In the world, people like me. People say hi to me. People always talk to me when I'm walking down the street.
Oh, I know
I
that.
told you that people call me
You
Viking.
have a fucked up vision of your own self because
No way. I talk to these people. I'm nice.
What do you do? Do you go to like grocery stores and
Just hang out. Wait till someone gives me
kills
some
homeless
money.
people.
yeah, steals their carts?
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
I don't
He's
like
like
to
the
use the word
Dexter.
hero a lot, but
Yeah,
you know.
he's the Donnie of homeless people.
Who's Donnie? Is that
You
the
are.
TV show?
You kill people.
The Robin Hobo.
Robin
He just
Hobo.
like kills homeless and gives them to other homeless to eat.
Mhm.
I do it.
I had a homeless lady go in my laundry room in my building and pass out for like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is so
That's the
comfy in there.
worst.
If it's
I
warm.
had tenants texting me and they were like, "Hey, there's a body in the laundry room," and I went over there and she was just sleeping, and I was like, I kind of kicked her and she didn't wake up, so I called. She kind of like,
Yeah.
then I called the cops.
How'd she
and
get
they,
in?
They promptly got there.
Doors
3
are
hours later.
locked.
Oh yeah, they never show up.
They're the worst.
They showed up the
I mean,
next
I'm sure
day.
it's not their fault, but like,
They never.
they're
show
the
up.
worst. Yeah. Every time I've called them in LA, it's been no less than 2 hours.
Oh, I had.
It's
an
like I
assault
would
on
have
me.
bled out already.
Yeah, I had an assault that it took like an hour and a half for
Yeah.
them to
Yeah.
come see if I was even okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
All right. That's
All right,
it.
dudes.
Really?
Thanks,
Fuck.
Sid.
Wow, that is it.
That was too fast.
Hey,
Thanks
happy
for
to be
coming
here
on, Sid.
for 20 minutes.
Where can people-
Rose, I'm glad we can talk for 10.
Hey, sorry, dude. Oh,
This
you
is
guys started
lovely.
late too. You guys waited for me.
We waited a little
little
bit.
bit,
We
little
started
bit.
like
we didn't know
we
you'd
tried.
be 40 minutes
7:20.
behind.
I think you got here like 7:35.
Dude, I know.
Where
it
do
took
people
forever to
find
get
your
here,
shit?
too.
I'm on Instagram, Cid the Adult. Cid spelled with a C, C-I-D. Every Wednesday, I'm at Dave & Buster's Hollywood drinking. No, Comedy Chow every Wednesday.
Oh, I went to that show. It's a really good show.
Yeah, we have a good time. So
Yeah.
we're at Dave & Buster's now every Wednesday from 9 to 11. And then I have a monthly show that I host/produce at 2-Bit Circus in downtown LA.
That's the one I went to. It was awesome.
That's
Yes.
every
Fuck
third
yeah.
Thursday of the month,
Yeah.
except on October, we're doing a Halloween special, which is going to be a really great show. We're going to have some great comedians and like little special acts. We're going to have like a witch
Okay.
doctor and some satanic tumblers and all kinds of weird stuff,
Fuck
along
yeah,
with
dude.
some comedians. So it's going to be a good time.
Oh yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
2-Bit Circus and Dave & Buster's. That's where I'm at.
Thank you so much, Sid.
I'm
Thank
happy
you.
to be here.
We gotta have you on again.
for
I'm
this-
sorry. One time that I'm not.
Yeah, maybe
fucking
next time you can get
sorry.
here at 7:50 and then,
Oh my
and
God.
then we'll be gone.
Jesus.
Blackout drunk already.
Jesus. All right,
All
keep
right.
on trolling.
Bye,
Later.
everybody.
Thanks, dude.
Bye.
Thanks.
Goodbye.